with me.
This is Radio 1's Life Hacks.
Hello, that was Marshmallow and Churches with Here With Me on BBC Radio 1. It is your Life Hacks show with Vic and Vicky. Today I'm in for Katie.
Yes, oh, it's so good to have you.
It's lovely to be back.
And Vicky, last week there was something that we talked about. We touched on briefly on the show. And it's just, look, everything that's happening right now in the Ukraine, it's really clear that a lot of you are struggling a bit to digest everything that's going on, that it's having an impact on your mental well-being, on your mental health. That is so understandable. We got so many messages in from people who feel confused and overwhelmed, and we just want to say it's okay to feel that.
Yeah, completely. Like, you might be feeling like the constant news flashes are a little bit too much because they can be quite overwhelming.
Yeah.
It is sort of all over the place at the moment. Or maybe you've sort of got stuck in that sort of loop of looking online for hours and hours, reading up on everything, imagining all the scenarios, which can be quite mentally exhausting.
It can. We got a tweet last week, and it really stayed with me. It really hit me from someone saying, well, how can you talk about the suffering of what people are going through by scrolling through the news when there are people actually suffering? And I get where you're coming from, I totally do. But one thing I do want to say right now is no one's disputing that.
Yeah.
Letting young people know, letting our listeners know about the resources available to them if they're anxious doesn't diminish the plight of those who are suffering around the world. I would just say it's okay to do what you can, where you can, and that's what we're doing today. I've got texts even already coming in about people who are volunteering and using their time, and that is so brilliant. They're sending donations to Ukraine. It's really, everyone's doing what they can, where they can. So just so you understand sort of where we're coming from with what we're wanting to talk about today, we're doing what we can for you, and we're hoping that you can do what you can for your own minds, because it's so important.
Definitely. And something else to note on that fact is that if you are able to look after yourself, then you're going to be able to help more, because you're going to be able to, you're not going to be overwhelmed or burnt out, and you'll be able to sort of see a little bit clearer and be able to be helpful if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. So next on the show, we're going to be joined by the wonderful Dr. Rada. She is here to just provide us with some tips and some advice on what to do if things are just a little bit too much at the moment. So if you have any questions, if you want some advice, this is a safe space. We are here for you. It's 03700 100 100 on WhatsApp. 03700 100 100. Anything that you want to talk about, we'll put it to Dr. Rada. She is so brilliant. Right now, though, let's go on this. This is Miley Cyrus and Midnight Sky on BBC Radio 1.